What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Post that up over there. And I think we're good to go. For sure. Let me see. One more thing I wanted to do. Go to my profile. And let me paste it. All right. That's that. I do want to share. Let's see. Share this link here. Share this link. Share this link real quick. It takes me a second to get my chat up here, my YouTube chat. So give me 1 second. I see you, J Mac. What's up? Good morning. I see you, J Mac. Straight up. I do. What's the deal? Let me test this chat out real quick because it should be working now. Let's see. Yo. It's got to be a better way for me to do this. Yeah, there you go. So all the chats now should be able to pop up. Only for YouTube, though. Only for YouTube. But, it is what it is. I'll figure it out. I go back and forth from different streams, man. Streaming platforms. Just trying to find the right ism for me. A little weather right there. Let me go to my phone real quick for a little something. Let's see how this look here. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Okay. Post that up over there. All right, bet. Trying to bounce back. Weekend was rough. Damn. Yeah, things get rough. Uh, Good morning, Pat. Good morning. What's the deal? Um, what else? What else? What else? One more thing. Okay, let me share a link over here. I'm probably gonna have to stop going live over there on Facebook. They delete the lives. It's crazy. But I'll see, man. Maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna lay off Facebook, but I will drop the link over here. So let me drop this link over here and plug up my computer, and then I think we'll be ready to go. I haven't looked at anything this morning. I glanced at a few things, but not really checked in on a few things. So, let's see. Give me a link preview. Okay, there we go. All right. Miami's yeah, Miami, man. I be telling you. I mean, I be saying a little shit, man. Miami. I don't know, bro. I do like Miami, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of Miami. I do. Weather. I mean, I am. Yeah, that's crazy though. Oh, you like Edwards? Okay, for sure, for sure. Edwards. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, Milwaukee and Atlanta. We got weather implications there. So it's orange, yellow. So take heed to that. Make sure that what I'm saying. Make sure the weather is okay for you and stuff like that. And I mean, make sure it's safe to go there. So keep an eye on that weather situation for Milwaukee and Atlanta. Cincinnati and Chicago Cubs winds blowing in at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Toronto and Colorado should be a movie for Colorado, man. We'll see what's going to happen though. Warm temps with winds blowing out 10 to 15 miles an hour to left at course. Yes, please. Yes, please. He knows it. Let's get runs put up there. Hopefully. All right. So let's take a look here at man, take a look here at the first games we got here. You know what though? I did see a little update. I don't know if this was. I don't know how long this been there, but I didn't really visit this topic yet. We have okay. So what do we have here? We have a new section here. It says home runs and barrels. Maybe it's something I might have to look at on my own side, but hmm. Okay, this is from yesterday. Okay, so right, yesterday's we won't get no data because bam. So we can go back. So okay, that's what this. Okay, so then we got columns here. Any columns that's not in there. All right, so I'll be able with this. We'll be able to go back and check out the home runs and barrels. Right, self-explanatory items, home runs, barrels, not home runs. 100 miles an hour. Okay, plus. So this is decent here, right? Really, really good. Okay. This is home runs. How about barrels not home runs? What's that? Okay, barrels not home runs from yesterday. And then how about just barrels? Okay, so barrels. Okay, bet. All right, so you can go 100 miles and up. Exit velo 100 miles and better. Exit velos. Okay. Um, Filter by day, teams. Go back to home runs, teams. Right hand, left hand, outcomes. Hmm. Hmm. Ruling, pending, catches interference, batters interference. Okay. Let me just test something right here. Strikeouts, home runs, barrels, columns. Hmm. Mm. Okay, let me take that off. I just want to see something. Okay. All right. Mm. Definitely gonna look into this. And then you can go by team. Arizona Diamondbacks, home runs. How about straight barrels? Athletics, Atlanta. Okay. I was just looking at a few things here, y'all. All right, so I could have I could have looked at that a little bit earlier this morning probably, but it's fine. We'll get to it. We'll make some use for it. All right, so NFL is approaching pretty fast, right? All right, so first game on the docket here we're gonna look at is this Minnesota and Detroit game here, right? Over under 8.5 in this spot. Don't have a pitcher listed yes right now for Minnesota, so I'm gonna fall back here. Um, on the Minnesota on the Detroit side of things, and we have Casey Mize. Casey Mize, 12 home runs to no 12 home runs in total. To righties, he's given up 8 bombs. To lefties, obviously he's given up 4. They will be at home, so there's that. He's throwing. He's throwing a sinker to righties 32% of the time. A few other pitches as well. So I'm not going to single out a single pitch. I'm just going to do a quick drive by and see what these guys look like. Don't know the status on Buxton. I haven't been checking in on that, so not really. You know what I'm saying? Something I'm probably looking at, thinking about. Would like to see who's going to be pitching here for Minnesota, but it is what it is. Bringing it in here to the last month here, just do a quick drive by, see what we can see. Royce Lewis, last month he's been looking pretty good versus this pitch mix. What I can do is click on Royce Lewis right here, and we'll come off the exit velo. We'll go straight to the pitches, and it's one of my favorite, features here, where we can get the pitch breakup, right? So the pitch breakup here is, pretty nice. Uh, you could tell about what he's been doing, and what he's doing and what versus the specific pitch all in one, right? So you get the average, the slug in, and stuff like that. So last month, hmm, it's hard. It's gonna be kind of hard to gauge if and what I want to do with him. Mm. Casey Mize. I'm taking a look at some of his game logs here. Um, I did notice that he had been allowing some. He allowed some stolen bases here. Okay, so last 2 games he hasn't given up a stolen base, but prior to that, 2 to Seattle, um, 1 to Cleveland, 1 to Minnesota. He just faced Minnesota and he went 6.2 innings there with five Ks. But yeah, as of late, he had been giving up, a stolen base there, close to a stolen. You can look at his log there. He's giving up close to a stolen base a game. So that's something that you could definitely look at there, as far as some folks stealing some bases. What up, Ed? What's going on? So stolen bases are, pretty. You get pretty decent odds for stuff like that. Um, when you look at the stolen bases here for Minnesota. Uh, what the hell? Man, if you can guess a stolen base out of this motherfucker. I don't know. So, man, not too many people here, but Trevor Lawrence got 2. Damn, you get some decent odds for one of these motherfuckers to steal a base on his ass. Who stole that base on him last time, bro? Who stole that base on him last time? Let me see if I can find that. Cause man, you getting so he's the favorite, Austin Martin at plus 475. But man, the rest of these motherfuckers, you getting plus 2,000 or better. 1,400 right here for one stolen base. And seeing how he's given up a stolen base, pretty much frequently throughout the season, and he's given up one to Minnesota. I just want to see who that was. Hmm. Let me see if I can find that. What day was that they played each other? They played each other was it was the 28th. Okay, the 28th. So let's go back to let's go to hitting stats. Oh shit, they got the days. Oh, I didn't even see that. The days up there. Oh my god. So I can't see it like that, but I'll go to I know what I'll do. It was the 28th because I want to see I want to know who stole that base. I do. So what I'll do here is I'll come over here. Let me see. Today I know let's go to schedule 28th. Oh, that must have been June 28th. Yeah, that was June 28th. Oh, that was 2 months ago. Buxton stole that base. Buxton stole that base. That was crazy. Oh, that was a while back then, man. So days of the week. Okay, I didn't even know they had the days of the week over there. All right, it's a lot going on the site. So, I mean, if you want to get to somebody like Royce Lewis, uh, over the last 2 weeks, he's 7 for 19 versus his pitch mix. Something like that. You could be my guess, right? He's just giving up 8 bombs to righties. We know he has the home run power and things of that nature. Flipping it over here to the lefties here. Damn, if I can find somebody. That's all I'm thinking about is a stolen base now. Shit. Plus 1,400, plus 2,000. Shit. I wonder if somebody could swipe a bag on his ass, man. Looking at the lefties here. Looking at the lefties here, you got Cody Clements. Okay, what is he throwing? Fastball splitter, I think. Yeah, fastball splitter. 41% of the time to both of them. Fastball splitter. This is the fastball right here. Matt Wallner last month, 25% K rate, pulled air, fly ball percentage is up there, barrel percentage is there as well. He's got 2 bombs on there. He's 6 for 17. In the last month there, last 2 weeks, um, he's 2 for 4 on that fastball. So there's that. Fly ball is up. So he's definitely looking, to get one of those lifted up out of there. Pull looks good, things like that. So he's definitely a home run candidate when it comes to that fastball right there. Um, I will. What was the other pitch? The splitter. He's throwing the fastball 41% of the time, followed by that splitter 41% of the time as well. We could take an individual look at that splitter if you wanted to. So Larnick, Warner is over 10 on that splitter. These guys will strike out on that splitter. Don't they haven't seen that splitter a lot, but it is what it is with that situation. Somebody like Matt Warner will be lamping on that fastball for sure, and if he can catch it, he can definitely lift it out of that, right? So that's pretty much what I'll be looking at. I mean, Edward Julian. Let me see. I put both of the pictures together and look at the last month. So we know Wallner. A lot of this got to do with with the fastball for him. Let me figure these out here. I wonder if this is a spot we can find some value, and I wonder if this is a spot we can find some value on the pitching prop side when we're looking at about outs recorded and stuff like that. You get a plus 135 for Casey Myers if you think he can go to plus if we can go 15 and a half. I think it opened up on Prize Picks last night at 14 and a half. Um, Yesterday, shout out to Sanchez. He keeps on, keeps on keeping on. He hit that 30 that 18 and a half for us. But hmm, let me see what number they have on Prize Picks for him. Um, I got to pay a little bit more attention to how I think. So you got 15 and a half for Casey Myers on Prize Picks. I think it opened up at 14 and a half. But his numbers are all over the place when it comes to some of his pitching, his pitch counts and stuff like that. I don't know what is this right here. 1.2 innings versus Arizona. He pitched 59 pitches, so he was throwing out there throwing. Um, he went 4 innings versus Pittsburgh, 3 innings versus Seattle, 7 versus Cleveland, 6.2 versus Minnesota, 5. So it's like his last 3 games ain't been it, right? So could this be a bounce back spot for him at home? I don't know. You'll get good money if you think he can, shake this squad up right here, right? I think it's an okay I think it's an okay bet. I mean, 15 and a half. He's done it before, last 3 games. If you think, yeah, I'll put this over there to the side. If you think he can get there, you can get it at plus 135 right there. If you think he can hit those pitching out strikeouts for him, um, minus 120 at 4.5. 4.5 minus 120. Hmm, I don't know. It should be doable. Um, he's done it. Last time he seen these guys, he gave them 5 Ks. So it's definitely doable. We'll see, right? We'll see. Uh, if I'm looking at definitely looking at Wallner and Royce Lewis. Wallner much maybe more for the power, and then Royce Lewis. Maybe hits a little bit more on the hit side, all the way up to a home run. Cody Clements, he ain't striking out that much, surprisingly, last month on this pitch mix. But the averages and things are down. But we'll see what's gonna happen, right? No pitcher listed for Detroit side. I mean Minnesota side. So we'll keep it moving. Houston and Miami. We got Jason Alexander, Sandy Alcantara on the mound. Alcantara has been looking good as of late. I think his last 2 or 3 games, it's looking like he wants to come around. I don't know how much you're going to trust that. Versus lefties, Alcantara's given up 8 bombs. Versus righties, he's given up 5 bombs, right? Alcantara, let's see. Back-to-back games with 0 earned runs. Total of 12 innings in those 2 games. St. Louis and San Diego Padres. Prior to that, don't forget, prior to that, 4 earned runs, 6, 5, and 7. Hate to point that out, but it is what it is. We do know he is one of those. He can be one of those Iron Man type of guys that can really, really, go out there and shove some innings, down the opposing, team's throat. They will. Miami will be at on the road. I mean, at home. Um, so It's got one of the lower K rates. Mm. Of those 8 home runs for Sandy, 5 of them come at home. We'll take a look at those lefties, whatever lefties, and get them out the way. Um, whatever lefties he might face here. For So Sanchez will be coming back to Miami. Uh, uh, Alcantara was throwing. How many pitches has he been throwing? So the pitches are there, right? The pitches are definitely there. He's thrown 90 pitches or better. I want to say 90 pitches or better in 8 straight games. So not too much worried about that. A few stolen bases over here, right? 4 there, two. Yeah. So motherfucker will get out of there and run on his ass. This is stolen bases, right? So 2 here, 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 0 2 2 0 4 1 2 4 2 1 4, right? So you know, um, stolen bases stolen bases are interesting, right? Because you can definitely get some decent odds on that. Mm. He's throwing fastball, sinker, changeup. All right, not too overwhelming with his pitches. So I'm not gonna single one out. But Black Harry Potter, what's up? I don't know. That ain't popping up. I don't know what they have. My service ain't showing that, but I don't know what that was. You had commented um, last month. Jesus Sanchez last month, 13 for 35, 15% K rate there. Victor Caratini, 9% K rate there. Uh, mm, 5 extra bases, 2 bombs. All 3 of these guys got 2 bombs versus this pitch mix in the last month here. Last 2 weeks, Sanchez, 3 extra base hits and a bomb. Not striking out too much. Mm, mm. So one of those bombs came within the last 7 days for Sanchez. So that's something to look at there. Going up against a teammate, we'll see what's going to happen. I know you guys want to see them righties going to flash over to those righties, which we was. I think he's giving up 5 home runs to righties, 289 batting average to righties. He is throwing. Let's see what he's throwing. Good morning, brother. My brother, it's a beautiful day in California. Go get some money. Yeah, let's get some money. Cali, baby. I need to get back up there. I got people in Pasadena, man. And yep. Sinker 33% of the time. Fastball, curveball. Okay. Sinker 33% of the time, huh? I'll take a quick glance at that sinker. 33%. I would like to see it up in the 40s or something like that before I single out a pitch, but it is what it is, right? Um, hmm. Pena. You know what? I forgot to bet on a few of those Astros bats yesterday. I need to go. I need to go back and see. Oh, right. I ended up taking the money line, and they smashed me. And the pitching outs for Valdez. He got there, but the money line. I'm terrible with money lines. I should have just stuck with the Valdez pitching outs. I'm terrible with money lines, and they fucked me up. I think I'm better with underdog um, um, sides and totals than I am with I don't know, whatever. Uh, hmm. A lot of these guys batting 3 and 400 versus that sinker there. Mm, mm. Who's projected? Who's projected? Pena, Altuve, Sanchez, Correa, Diaz, Walker. Hmm. Dubon back there. Hmm. Okay. As of late, versus that slider, Christian Walker. Hmm. Dubon. Last 2 weeks, Christian Walker, 2 extra base hits on it. Okay. It's so hard for me to figure out which one of these batters I would like to target here. Altuve and Christian Walker have double-digit home runs on this full pitch mix. Uh, Bring it back to the last month here. Diaz, 8% K rate. Carlos Correa, 11% K rate. Okay, that's 2 weeks. Christian Walker, last 2 weeks, 13% K rate. If they can keep the strikeouts down, if Christian Walker could keep the strikeouts down, he'd be somebody you definitely probably want to look at as of late. Yanner Diaz, what did Yanner Diaz do yesterday? He was somebody that I really, really wanted to look at. I really wanted to bet on him yesterday. Let me see, he ain't done shit. Carlos Correa hit that bomb. Sanchez got a hit. Okay, and that was Lucas Giolito went out there and shoved. Okay, Yanner Diaz, Christian Walker. Last 7 days, 2 weeks. Last 7 days, how they look. Christian Walker hadn't struck out. Gainer Diaz hadn't struck out. Carlos Correa hit a bomb. Dubon, man, batting 400. Dubon been hitting, man. He just came back, right? No, Pena just came back, but Dubon has been hitting. Mm. But you know what though, I'll probably be looking at these guys for hits or something like that. But it seems like I do better when I don't mess with these bats. Truth be told, it's just so hard and so frustrating when they don't go out there and do what you want them to do. I had more success with Isaac Paredes, but he's out, man. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Flipping it over here to Jason Alexander. What do we got here? So he went 3 innings there, then come back and go in 6 versus Houston. Then went 4.2 versus Washington. Mm. This will be his fourth start since being back. Mm. What's the total on this one? 8.5. Roman Anthony streaking. Okay, bet. 8.5. Miami the favorites. Mm. flip it over here to Miami. Jason Alexander's throwing that sinker 50% of the time. So we definitely want to key in on that. So we'll look at that sinker right off the back here. This Miami team don't strike out much, so I can see them being pesky here. Heriberto likes that sinker. And that's the last month he's 5 for 14 versus it. He's seen it a decent amount there. Last 2 weeks he's 5 for 14 versus it. Ramirez 4 for 16, 2 extra base hits on it. Okay, last 7 days, 1 for 5. Okay. Hey, good morning, Tiff. What's up? Mm. I'll flip it over here to the righties. I mean the lefties. Alexander, 3 bumps, lefties. Lefty's been getting at him. You can see up here at the top here. He's throwing changeup, sinker. Changeup, sinker, huh? Quick drive by on these 2 pitches. Stowers, he's batting 300 versus that changeup. 29% K rate. Not gonna worry about that K rate. I ain't even gonna lie. 7 extra base hits, 4 bombs. Edwards now for 24 last month. Damn, Stowers got 3 bombs in the last month. Edwards 4 or 5. Liam Hicks 3 for 6 in the last month versus that changeup. All right, bring it back to that sinker. I imagine they like that sinker too. Hicks batting on the course of the season. He's batting 400 on that sinker. 4 extra base hits, no bombs. Not too much striking out. Stowers 2 bombs. 23% K rate there. Uh, hmm. Last month, these guys look pretty good. They do. I'll throw all the pitches up there. Um, Hicks, Stowers, and Edwards. All 3 of those guys batting 300. 16 bombs for Stowers. Let me take a detailed look at Stowers real quick. Slide over here to the pitch breakup. Over the course of the season, Stowers is green on all his pitches. The fastball is the one that he really likes, and that's probably one of the least pitches that he's throwing over the course of the season, as you can see. But he's throwing his fastball 11% of the time. The changeup and the sinker he does well versus them. Actually, he does well versus all his pitches. So, good luck with that. Good luck with him. But I can bring it in and see what the last month what he fell off on or whatever. Let's see. Mm, not too shabby. Looking good. Last 2 weeks. Don't really matter. We know what it is, right? Yeah, he's looking good though. He's looking good. So they have that. Um, I will take. I will look at Hicks. Hicks is one of my favorite guys, especially maybe a month ago, up until about like a month ago, for hits and stuff like that. So the changeup is the one he's got the least amount of hits on. He really likes the sinker and the fastball. He really likes that fastball. All most of his home. Well, he's got 4 bombs on that fastball, but that's like one of his least thrown pitches. Edwards. Um, Edwards loved that fastball. 9 extra base hits. Uh, ISO was down a lot, so you could look at him for hits or something like that. So, it is what it is with that situation. Okay. Let's. I don't know, man. I get a. I don't know who I even get a pitcher lean to though, but I'm gonna like. I'm definitely gonna like them lefties here, and we'll see what the deal is, right? Stowers, Edwards, Hicks. Depending on what the lineup pops off at. Definitely like Sowers for everything, for whatever. And then, Hicks and Edwards and guys like that for hits, right? So, bomb is definitely in play for Sowers today. Pittsburgh, San Francisco. Um, Say, man, he's been good most of the year. For sure he has. For sure he has. Doing laundry and chilling. How about them White Sox last night? Cease 9Ks. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Them motherfuckers coming out to play, ain't they? I almost slid on my. I should have slid it on. I should have slid it on. They go with my shirt. I should have slid on my motherfucking White Sox hat. I don't know why I didn't slide it on. I've been having that motherfucking. Let me put it on right now. Of course, I'm a Cubs fan. I'm gonna show them a little love, but I'm gonna throw it to the back though. All right, I'm gonna throw it to the back. I'm gonna show them a little love. I'm a Sox. I'm a Cubs fan. I'm gonna throw it to the back though. I ain't gonna stunt. All right, so we'll roll like that. Shout out to Tiff. Okay. Um. So. Um. Justin Verlander. Hmm. Versus lefties, he's giving up 5 bombs. Versus righties, he's giving up 6 bombs. They'll be on the road in the Pitchers Park today, right? Yeah. So they'll be on the road and away versus righties. He's giving 4 bombs on the road. On the road, his batting average is higher and things like that. But he is going to another pitcher-friendly park, right? Because San Francisco is a pitcher-friendly park, so it is what it is. And on the road to lefties, um, it's got 263, 273 batting average. Doesn't look too good, but he hasn't given up a bomb. So this is another pitcher-friendly park. So for whatever that's worth. Lefties, he's got a 19% K rate. Righties, he got a 19% K rate. So it is what it is with that situation. We'll take a look at the lefties here for Pittsburgh. Those are the guys. That's where he gave up a few bombs at. So we'll see. I imagine he's throwing that fastball dominantly, but we'll see, right? Um, Fastball, he's giving up 4 bombs on that. Uh, on the road, um, no home runs to that fastball on the road. Still 300 batting average though. So he's throwing that 39% of the time. We can key it in, and then followed by the slider and stuff like that. So I'll key in that fastball real quick. Cruz 32% K rate on that fastball, but we know if he catches it, it can just about very well kiss it goodbye. Spencer Horwitz looks pretty good on that fastball the last month. 3 extra base hits, no striking out. Um, Batting for 400, 474. How about last 2 weeks? 6 for 10. Cruz 3 for 9. Okay. Put the rest of the pictures up there. Go back to the last month. Horse 14 for 20, 41, 6% K rate. Last 2 weeks, Horwitz. Last 2 weeks, Horwitz looked good. Last 7 days, Horwitz. So I could talk you off a hit or something like that for Horwitz. I mean, you dig. Um, the righties there. My fault, y'all. I was looking at Jackson, and for the people who didn't see it or whatever the case may be, oh, he hit that bomb yesterday. Okay, bet. Um, they like Schwarber for a bomb, Stun for a bomb, Volpe for a bomb, Bichette for a bomb in course. Um, Tommy Pham for a hit, hitting 10 straight. Um, um, Stan for a hit, at least a hit 9 straight. Vientos for a hit, hitting what, 10 straight. Freeman for a hit. He's got multiple hits. He's got 2 hits or more in 4 of his last 5 games. Dodgers run line, and Brian Bayo over 3.5 strikeouts. He's hit that number in what, 5 straight. Um, 8 of 10. Sears, don't know how I feel about this when I get to it. But they like him over 4.5 strikeouts. Lodolo, they like him over 17.5 pitching outs, and Slade Ciccone, they like his 16.5 pitching outs. Tanner Gordon over 2.5 strikeouts. That's what they like. Um, to righties, Verlander, 50% fastball, 5 home runs on that, and on the road, uh, 3 of those home runs came from that fastball. Of his 5 fastball home runs, 3 of them came on the road to righties. So still a pitcher friendly park here, though. So I'll key in that fastball real quick. IKF, 19 for 49, 47 on that fastball, 5 extra base hits. 5 extra base hits, 2 bombs for Tommy Pham. They like him for a hit. Last month, Tommy Pham, a bomb. The barrel was up for him. Uh, Henry Davis, barrel is there. 5% K rate. Tommy Pham, huh? Hmm. Add the rest of it in there. Tommy Pham. Lee over. This guy's got 2 bombs. McCutcheon's got 2 bombs. Mm. Leover, strike out. Andrew McCutcheon, he'll strike out, but he can give you a bomb. 7 days. Nick Gonzalez, the last 7 days, hit a little something. Tommy Pham, 4 for 11. Andrew McCutcheon, 4 for 10. So the last 7 days, Leover, this kid, he's got 2 home runs, right? So he will strike out. So keep an eye out on that, right? Uh, hmm. One off their fastball and one off their slider. Oh, it's got a 3 home run game right here. That was in Coors. That's what happened. That was in Coors. He hit them 3 bombs. Okay. I had to go check that shit. Okay. Tommy Pham, always green, man. Horwitz, Pham, Reynolds and Cruz, just gotta let them do what they do, man. But yeah. Um, San Francisco side of things, Oviedo. Let me see. 21 strikeouts on 17 innings pitched, 1 home run in the minors. There are 4 walks. Hadn't walked anybody in his last 3 games. Hmm. Hmm. Johan Oviedo. He's on the splits going back to 2023. Don't know what he's been throwing in the minors and stuff like that, but these numbers are pretty much older numbers here. So, hmm. 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 Pitch mix for him. Let's see if I can go back to 2024. Last numbers I seen him was 2023, so maybe that's where I have to go. 2023. He was throwing slider, fastball, curveball. He was throwing that slider a decent amount uh, to righties. He had gave up 2 bombs, 3 fast. I mean, 2 bombs on that slider. Yeah. What about to lefties? He was throwing. This is back in 2023. 9 bombs to lefties on that fastball. 4 bombs. Okay. Let's take a look at those lefties then. Slider, fastball. Fastball, slider. What else? Curveball. I don't know how much he's going to throw what, so I won't even key out one pitch. I'm just leave them up there and group them all up and see what they got. Devers hit a bomb yesterday. Devers, Holy, not striking out that much. Devers hit a bomb yesterday. I ain't been paying attention to these boys here. Let me see what's going on in the last month here. Patrick Bailey, 10 for 24, 3 extra base hits and a bomb. Dominic Smith, Devers, 2 bombs, 101 exit velo. Let me take a look at Devers real quick. So he ain't seen in the last month. He hasn't seen a fastball. I mean a curveball. He's 5 for 11 on that changeup, 4 for 15 on that fastball, 2 for 6 on that slider. This is the last month though. Exit velos and those numbers are up. So speaking of exit velos, let's take a look at that. Exit velos over the last month here. Strikeout, fly ball. If he ain't striking out, he's getting active. As you can see, all the rest, all his blanks are strikeouts. Everything else is green, right? So he hit a bomb yesterday. He's definitely and it was off this pitch, off the fastball from Frankie Montas. So yeah, I think he's one of those guys. We know who Devers is. We know what he can do, right? Last 2 weeks. Okay, Devers, Bailey, Smith, Dominic Smith, 5 for 7 with a bomb, not striking out. Shit. Let me see. What's the projected lineup look like? Damn, where that game at? San Francisco. I'm tripping. Right here. Horwitz, Ramos, Devers, Bailey. We'll see have to see who's going to be in this lineup. But I only looked at the lefties right now. So let's go back. Okay. Yeah, Devers looking crazy right now. Like high ass 36% K rate, but that's only for the last week. So Patrick Bailey's been hitting. He's last 7 days, 4 for 8, 3 for 9 for Devers with 2 extra base hits and a bomb. Dominic Smith has a bomb. He's 4 for 5 as of late. Okay. Check out them righties. Oviedo was throwing to the righties. He was throwing that slider, fastball, curveball. Okay. Slider, fastball, curveball. Same shit. Okay. Thomas. Adamas 3 bombs. Fly ball up. Casey Smith. Adamas 5 extra bases. Chapman's 5 extra bases. 5 on the slugger. 6 on the slugger for Adamas. Okay, bring it in a little bit more. I'm gonna try 3 weeks this time. Enter in 1 week at a time. Okay. 8 for 26 for Adamas. Chapman. Last 3 weeks, 2 bombs. 6 and 700 slugging for him and Adamas. Okay, bring it in 1 more week. Mm. Mm. Adamas got a home run in the last 7 days. Hmm. Hmm. Adamas. We'll see. Adamas Chapman. Hmm. Here. Devers and Adamas. I'm gonna have interest there. Who's that? Schmidt and Bailey and them back there. I want to see who's the rest of the guys going to be in that lineup. Holy, he don't strike out much. Last 2 or 3 weeks, Chapman's got a few bombs on that pitch mix. I like Devers and Adamas though, so we'll see what's going to happen, right? Horwitz, Tommy Pham. You can look at those guys for hits. We'll see. Yep, we'll see. All right, coming up out of that game there. Baltimore, Philly. Casey Myers, that number is dropping, man. It was a plus 135, man. It's a plus 115 right now. I think I might sprinkle on that. That 15 and a half pitching outs. I think he can get there, you know? I don't know, man. It was plus 135. I said it there, so I want to see what the numbers do, and it's steady, money steady coming in. You could definitely tell that, right? Um, might take it on Prize Picks as a demon. It's not going to move on Prize Picks. Don't know if I want to take it straight, but we do have over under 9 in this one here. K. Povich on the mound, Jesus Luzardo on the mound here. So he's been activated from the 15-day injured list, and he hadn't pitched since the 15th June, almost 2 months. And in the minors, those starts, uh, 21 strikeouts on 20 innings, 1 bomb, 4 walks, no more than 5 innings pitched. You got a little bit of K stuff here when you let them. Um, they're going up against Philly. Mm. Left hand pitching, last 30 days. Philly number 4 striking out. Last 2 weeks, Philly number 3 striking out. Mm. What's Povich? I don't. You don't got his pitch mix up. Oh, that's 2023. That's why. Go back to 2025. He was throwing that fastball, curveball, changeup. So he's definitely was throwing that fastball dominantly, giving up 4 bombs to righties, 2 bombs to lefties. I mean, 2 bombs on that curveball to righties. Going over to the lefties here, he was throwing a fat sweeper 40% of the time, giving up 2 bombs. Barrel percentage is high. Sweeper, huh? Let's look at these lefties. Excuse me. It's got a 500 slugging on that, only giving up 2 bombs. We'll definitely take a look at those lefties and then get that sweeper up there. We know Schwarber has been hitting lefties this season. He's got the reverse splits going on, so that's something that's very interesting. 33% K rate with 1 bomb. So that's not as sexy as we thought it would be. So I'll throw the rest of the pitches up there. So at the end of the day, you see he wasn't looking good versus that sweeper, but I'll compare um, him to his pitches there. So the sweeper, he's 2 for 8 on that sweeper over the course of the season, Kyle, and he's throwing it 40% of the time. So he does have one of those two was a bomb, so I can't really, he will strike out on that sweeper, Kyle. But the way he's been hitting lefties this season, he's been monstrous versus lefties, so that's pretty good for him. The rest of these pitches, you know, he's taking them, pretty deep there. We'll see. He's been gone for about a month and a half. We'll see what he does, but I'm fine with Kyle Schwarber either way it go. Right. Also, Bryce Harper, and probably the only 2 guys I'll be looking at betting on, thinking about betting on. Uh, he also has a home run versus that sweeper. He's pretty much in the same category with Kyle Schwartz. Schwarber, I don't know how much he is striking out versus that sweeper, but I can go look, but not gonna go back there. But the sinker, 5 for 21, 9 for 22 on that fastball versus lefties. Right. If you want to get a look at it yourselves, I can bring it in a little bit more here to the last what? How about 3 weeks? Bryce Harper, 1 bomb. Schwarber, 1 bomb. These guys are just 1 hit and 1 at bat off from having similar averages. Both of their barrels are up. Uh, Kyle Schwarber has pulled air and his fly ball is up there, so you know what that means, right? Any given day for him. So it is what it is with that situation, man. Those guys are always in play, right? As far as the righty's concerned here, the last few weeks, I was just looking at it. These guys will strike out. Like I said, last 2 weeks here versus left-hand pitching. Philly, number 4 in striking out, 75 WLC plus. Last 30 days versus left-hand pitching. Philly, number 4 for striking out, 102 WLC plus. I could look at the last 30 days at home versus left-hand pitching, see if that makes anything there. But 148 plate appearances, they still number 3 in striking out with a 90 WRC plus, right? Not saying, I'm just pointing it out. Not saying, who can do what or whatever the case may be. I'm just stating the little facts right there. Right hand pitching there. K. Povich is throwing, let's see. He was throwing that fastball 42% of the time, followed by that curveball. 4 bombs on that fastball. We'll take a look at that right now. Um, 42%. So we'll single that one out. Take a look at that fastball and just take a look in there. So Trey Turner historically has hit lefties very well over his career. He's going to see a lefty right here. I do want to go look at a little history here. Let's see. Povich. Don't know how long Povich is gonna go, but we'll see, right? He got a pretty few starts on his belt. They're not showing the BVP, so that's interesting there. Okay, they're not showing the BVP. It doesn't matter. Not nothing I'm gonna hang my hat on. Uh, Harrison Bader, mm. But Trey Turner. Hmm. This is what? Just the fastball, right? Okay. Um, at home. 238. Okay. As of late, smaller sample sizes. All right. Well, let's get the rest of the pitches in there. Trey Turner 3 bombs. Cassiano 4 bombs. Otto Kemp. Okay. Nick Cassianos 2 bombs. 6 for 16. Real Muto 4. Trey Turner 1 for 10 in his last month versus pitch mix. And these guys have shown the ability to strike out here, as you can see. That's why they, pretty much up there in the strikeout rankings. Last 2 weeks, they've been sitting their ass down, right? Now, last 2 weeks, Cassiano only has 3 hits, but 2 of those 3 were home runs. So there's a lot of red over there, right? So pay attention who's in the lineup and then work with it from there. In the minors, Povich, he just pitched 20 innings. He had 21 strikeouts. If you want to take a look at some of Povich's numbers, game logs or something like that, don't see any too many strolling bases or nothing like that over there. K's for him. Has he faced Philly this season? No, he has not this season. But you can see he's got 4Ks here: 6, 5, 9, 6. We have 9 versus St. Louis, 6 versus Boston, 9 versus Washington. So, right. What type of numbers do we got for him on the strikeouts? 5.5 at plus 125. Sliding over here to Lizardo. Sporting 4.31 ERA. Um, Pitched good last time out at Chicago, went 7 innings. Uh, a hot Chicago team that was hot versus lefty, so that was interesting. Prior to that, 6 earned runs to Boston, 4 earned runs to Angels, 0 blanked San Francisco, and then 5 runs to Cincinnati. So, he's been very spotty. 12 runs, 8, 1, 4, 0, 2, 5, 0, 4, 6, 0. It's kind of spotty there, bro. Straight up. It's pretty spotty there. So, you know, interesting, right? Pretty spotty there. Let's see. Strikeouts. I need to look at some splits for him for sure. 10 bombs, all of them to righties. Uh, 5 at home, 5 on the road. K stuff is, pretty much still got the K stuff going. Uh, Much like Philly, take a look at these guys versus lefties, strikeouts. Baltimore, mm, last month 21% K rate, bottom third. right at the top of the bottom third, and 1/3 and plus and 113 in WRC plus 113. That's pretty cool. Baltimore. Last 2 weeks. Bottom third, 118 WRC plus. Okay. They've been showing the ability to hit some lefties here and there. 99 plate appearances. Okay. Last month they have a above 113 WRC plus versus lefties there in the last month. So that's something something right there. Go over to Baltimore. Lizardo. Um, Definitely take a look at these righties first. Um, what is he throwing? Fastball. He's giving up 5 home runs on that fastball, 3 home runs on that changeup. Top two pitches where he's giving up bombs, multiple bombs to the opponents. At home. Okay. All right. Look at that fastball. What's the projected lineup here? Westburg. I know I'm gonna like Tyler O'Neill. Let's see. Hmm. Tyler O'Neill went 1 for 2 versus him. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. He ain't seen these guys. Last 7 days, Westburg 3 for 6. He does have a home run on this fastball this season. Only one. Throwing the rest of the pitches up there. Not as sexy if I would. Hmm. Tyler O'Neill, he's auto play for me because of what I know he can do versus lefties. Not because of this, right? I know historically he's hit lefties well. Tyler O'Neill. Numbers not reflecting this season. Of course, he's been in and out of the lineup, hurt, stuff like that. Cold at times, but uh, last year he had 16 bombs versus lefties, batting 300. And like I said, he had what a 216 WRC plus versus lefties and on the road versus lefties, he had 237 WRC plus. So right now, if you think about last year, what he did last year, he does have the ability to hit lefties. 1200 OPS versus lefties, 446 isolated power versus lefties on the road last year, and a 338 batting average versus lefties. Now, he would strike out. He had a 24.7% K rate. Like I said, he's been back maybe a month right now. Who knows? But right now, since he's been back, he's 3 for 7 versus his pitch mix with the bomb, right? And the 10% K rate with the fly ball and the pull is up. So just taking a look and see what he's done versus those pitches, whichever pitches he hit. Um, so was not many, right? 1, 1, and 1. You don't see that many lefties, but like I said, don't sleep on him. He can hit lefties. Speaking of lefties, let's look at those lefties right now, and so we can slide, right? Tyler O'Neill versus a lefty. Got a sweet spot for. I got a sweet spot for that. Uh, May I will for NFL here and there. My buddy asked me, "Do I play? Am I going to play DFS for NFL this season?" 1 second, man. Just drop it. Okay. What is he throwing here? Lazardo. Sweeper, 53% of the time. Interesting, right? Uh, this sweeper up there. Mm. Henderson's 3 for 10. Okay, so the sweeper. I'll put the full pitch mix up there. Gunnar Henderson. Where they at? On the road. Let me see something on the road. Okay, let me see. Last month, where they want to see here. Gunnar Henderson 5 for 13. Couldn't talk off a hit or nothing for Gunnar. He'll be somebody that I like. Uh, Gunnar and Tyler O'Neill. Gunnar and Tyler O'Neill. I feel like I can get a pitcher lean towards. I feel like I can get a pitcher lean towards Philly here in this spot. Gunnar and Tyler O'Neill's guys that I will have interest in, and Throwbacks, what up? We back. Hit that Aja Taco for 50. Yes, sir. I put I put that Aja Taco up there in the 18 and a half pitching outs for the 18 and a half pitching outs for what's the boy name? Sanchez. And I played two other plays, but it is what it is. So shout out to you, my guy. Shout out to you. So yeah, looking at this game here, um, Trey Turner historically hits lefties. Schwarber is rolling at them splits out right now. So him and Harper's just good at baseball. Castellanos, as of late, had two bombs off their pitch mix. Tyler O'Neill historically has been good versus lefties. Gunnar Henderson hits or something like that. Couldn't talk you off of that. We got an over under 9 in this spot. I will take a look at the team totals here just to Phillies 5.5. 5.5 team total for Philly. What the fuck is the weather out there? 84 sunny. Okay. Uh, let's keep it moving. Boston at KC. We got Falter on the mound. This will be his first game here, right? I don't know. I'm halfway through the slate. Sometimes they be about 3 hours, but I stream every day, so we can definitely set something up. I got a draft coming up on the 14th or the 17th. Are you down? Question mark. You can go check out the league. They switch things up and two defenses and two quarterbacks. My sniper, man, my partner right there. All right, so Bailey Falter, Brian Bayonne, right? So Bailey Falter, who will be making his debut here with this team. Interesting game here, very. This is going to be a very interesting one. NFL preseason, man. Wait a minute. Let me take a look real quick. Thursday, August 7th. So Thursday, we got 3 games Thursday. Y'all know I'm gonna be on point. Y'all know I'm gonna be on point. Y'all know that, right? Hopefully. But y'all know I'm gonna be on point. Y'all know I'm gonna be on point. I do the preseason. NFL and NBA. But we'll see what's gonna happen here, right? We'll see what's gonna happen here. Colts, I like the Colts this year. Maybe I need to do an NFL stream. Wednesday, I probably won't be available Wednesday. I have to take a quick trip Wednesday, so give you guys a head up there. It might be a quick trip Wednesday, but life, man, life. Preseason specials, rookie leaders, most receiving yards. Oh, okay. Stat specials, Travis Hunter specials. All right, let me get off that, right? All right. Uh, preseason games Thursday. Yay, Tiff. All right, so we do. Man, it's cold as hell in here. Mm, we do have. Man, my feet freezing, bro. Shit. Mm, hold up. Okay, we got an over under 9.5 here. Hmm. You did? Mm, that's interesting. That's interesting. I need to open up the I need to open up the Discord, man. Uh, for community, for my community, man. Open up the open up the Discord and let folks in. What y'all think about that? Um, what y'all think about that? Should I open up the Discord and let people in? I don't know if whatever, depending on what platform you're on. Only platform you can comment on my lives right now is YouTube. But I'm thinking about uh, switching. I mean, adding Kick in, and I'm definitely going to need some support. I mean, adding Twitch in. I'm definitely going to need some support from my little supporters that I do have. I definitely need you guys to tune in to help me out with the with that Twitch thing, but I'm thinking about opening up the Discord. The thing about that is I'm not able to be in the Discord because I'll be lifing, right? Not able to be in the Discord all the time, but I have never been in the Discord, right? I got like, two or three people in my Discord. I just, life just be lifing for me. I used to have that time, I don't. And I also got the Discord with the Dub Club where you can that's separately. Like when you join the Discord, I mean, we join a Dub Club, you can choose to get my plays sent directly to the Dub Club. I mean, to the Discord, but that's a whole separate entity. This right here would be Twitch. This right here would be this right here would be a community, right? I want to like get a community going, right? So this would that would be. So Tiff said, "Yeah, hell yeah." Twitch, I don't know about, but Discord, yes. He said until you get bigger throwbacks. What you mean bigger? What you mean by that, my guy? Oh, you said, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. But yeah, for I should just open it up. I will. I'm gonna probably drop a link. I'll probably drop a link to it, and people could just join up. Everybody could just join up. The Telegram. You like Telegram? I already. I've never been in the Discord or Telegram. Right. I just started going into the Discord right now. So, but you gotta. I'm gonna throw the link in there. Right. Let me see. If you guys want to, let me see. Let me see. Hold up. Get some folks in there. Um, hold on. Let me. Here, my boy. I might have to. He said, which one am I running? I think we talked about it before. We should do a weekly NFL show on your YouTube this year. I'd be down if you want to. I'm definitely down. My guy. Um. Uh. Damn. Discord. Let me get. Let me see if I can find this link. If anyone wants to join, um, Throwback says, "I bet every day, so I drop my plays." You need mods in the Discord though, D, to keep the trolls out. So I don't know how to do that shit, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. We will figure it out. For folks who don't know, I have been doing this for a long time. I don't be in there a lot, but I do gotta. They just so ignorant in there. That motherfucking Facebook group is. I got. I shut it. I had it shut down for about a year, uh, maybe more than that, but it is about 100K members in there. It just so it's a lot of ignorant motherfuckers in there. Discord orbs. What is all that bullshit, man? So let me see. YouTube University got the Discord beginner. Oh shit. Oh, YouTube University. Okay, I'll see. We'll see. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, so Dee Bets DFS. I'll figure out how to share that shit, And if y'all, I'll get it on my bio, and I'll get it in my bio. Right? I'm wasting a lot of time right now. Not wasting time, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Where was I? Uh, do want to build up a community though. You're a lifetime member. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, my guy. So I find pay 2 years. Yes, you are, my guy. Straight up. Shout out to throwbacks. You're gonna be in there, and that's gonna be a way. I mean, I don't know if you got X. Let's see. Because you can see the membership right there when you comment. You see it shining right there. Throwback's been a member for a long ass time. You got us. D will help you with the Discord for sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. All right. So where the fuck was I at? Oh, okay. Falter. Bailey Falter. Hmm. My other homie, man, he trying to do a little something, something. So I'd love to have him on to help me with things, especially NFL. We'll do a weekly show. Maybe we'll start getting it together. Um, Four walls. Okay, Billy Falter, huh? To righties, he's giving up 14 bombs to righties, 3 bombs to lefties, right? Bailey Falter. So we'll definitely take a look at these Kansas City boys real quick. Falter is a lefty here. Um, no, 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 no. That's good, and we can run it all out on my channel. It's fine to help it get out into the open. If you want to. All right. Betty Falter. Um, he's throwing uh, my first 10K winnings. I'm gonna break you off because I just signed up for Profit Players, funded accounts for betting. Oh, I know what that is, bro. Dang, I know what that is, bro. Um, I know what that is. My guy got a code for that, but it is what it is, right? Got to give back to all the MLB knowledge you have been giving me. Throwback Sports Player Profit. You get a bankroll. You get a bankroll. I think it's you got to earn X amount of percent on your investment or whatever the case may be, and you can start withdrawing at something like that. I know what it is though. I know what it is. I thought they weren't legit. A guy at work he fucks with them, and they legit. I haven't. You can buy accounts, man. You buy account, and they'll throw it X amount of dollars. Maybe like $1,000 account would probably be, I don't know, maybe a hundred or something like that. YouTube player profit. How player profit? How to get fined with $30, $1,000 cash. We pass a challenge and they pay out after 3 phases. You get 70% of the winnings. Right, 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 right. Um, You know what? I'll do a stream about that. I'll do a stream about that one of these days too. I'll do a stream about that one of these days. I'm signing up for football season. You signing up for that prayer prophet, Jordan Brown? Nice, nice. And maybe we could try to condense these. That's what I wanted to do. Condense. That's why I wanted to shorten off the lives and kind of condense things to where we giving out more plays that we think that can hit. But I'm gonna have to shorten off the lives. I'm gonna have to do that straight up. I cannot do this. I can't keep doing this. Shit. Maybe I could. We'll see. You can use the codes endless every time you get. Oh, nice. Every time you get an account, so you can have multiple accounts with 1 month withdrawals. Nice. Very nice. Let me keep it moving, man. Falter. He's throwing that fastball 52% of the times, giving up 6 bombs on that fastball. So that 52% on that fastball, we'll definitely take a look at that. Um, there's definitely going to be a couple players that we're going to like here. We're looking at the fastball here. 52% of the time, huh? Yeah, it's interesting, Tiff, for sure. Yeah, and try to unit bet for real. Just build a profit all month for sure. You just go there and where you playing your locks, you go in there to play your locks. So think of it like this: 1,000 account for $30, and $150 for a $10,000 account. Yep, 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 Tiff. Help you be a better player. Tiff said she liked that. Jordan, yeah, it's another way to get rich with this betting for sure. Um, so we got the fastball sitting up there. Now Ref Snyder, he's been good versus lefties. Okay, so that's one thing there. Um, Not a ton of home runs for these guys over the course of the season, but we'll bring it in. Okay. Now, one guy I always got a sweet spot for here when it comes to betting would be Bregman. So, he's one of my guys right there. Right now, as of late, he's only 1 for 5 for that fastball, but it is what it is. So, few of these guys not striking out. Last month, it's a lefty. It is what it is. I'll rewind it back. Uh, I'll throw the rest of the pictures up there. He is throwing that fastball a ton, though, at 52%. So, how are they versus lefties? How have they been last 30 days? 11th in strikeout, 100 WRC plus. Boston, 176 plate appearances last 2 weeks, 26 WRC plus. 26 eighth in striking out with an 81 WRC plus. Right. So as of late, they have shown ability to strike out. Um, but Betty Falter is only sporting a 14% K rate. Okay. So, it is what it is with that situation. And that's versus righties. Ref Snyder, he can hit lefties. He's been known to be a lefty killer there, and just remember, his strikeouts is not that high when it comes to uh, uh, uh I mean yeah, not that high when it comes to right hand batters. A 15% K rate. Trevor Story, as of late, got a 9% K rate. Ref Snyder, man. Hmm. Let me look at these lefties. Left on left. Bailey Falter, 3 bombs, 16% K rate. %33% to fastball slider. Okay. Shout out to Edwin. Edwin said Roman Anthony's on a 10-game hitting streak. Last 2 weeks, they ran 1 for 7. K rates are there. Not too much worried about that. Roman Anthony is like somebody I wouldn't mind, especially considering the fact he's on a hit streak. So he's automatically in play. One of my least bet on teams, so it's hard for me to grasp who I like, who I would like, and stuff like that. When it comes to the Boston side of things, one of my least, I don't bet on these bats that much, so it's hard for me to put a read on these guys. Uh, Flipping over to, I'm going back to the righties one more time, right? Because he's giving up 14 bombs to righties, and it's just something I have to go back to take another look at these righties one more time. Uh, they are, how about they're at home, okay? Let me hit a home switch there real quick. Let me Gonzalez, Navarre, Rafaela, Ref Snyder. Home switch. Hmm. We got over on the 9.5. What's the team totals, man? 4.5. Red Sox juice to the over. Red Sox about to be a 4.5. I mean a 5.5. They minus 140 at 4.5 right now. Minus 140 at 4.5. Kansas City plus 105 for 4.5. White Sox favorite to, I mean, Red Sox favorite to the over. Red Sox favorite to the over. Hmm. So maybe it looked like one of those games I probably could do some hits and stuff like that because I can't really tell where I think is where it's coming from. But what I do know Restaurant is really good. Um, and Bregman, let me see what this projected lineup would look like. Ref Snyder leading off Bregman, Roman Anthony, Gonzalez, Story, Duran way back there. Yeah, we'll see what this lineup gonna look like. I'm gonna like Ref Snyder, possibly Anthony for hits, runs, and RBIs. That's probably how I'm gonna look at it. Stuff like that. Let me take a look and see. Let me take a look and see what we would get. Um, HRRs wise here. Hmm. Minus 145 for Roman Anthony right there. Ref Snyder, 140 for 2. Hmm. Uh, okay. KC, Brian Bayo. 5 bombs to righties. 7 bombs to lefties. Bayo's been okay, man. 3.19 ERA. 12 bombs. Giving up more than 3 runs once. 1, 2, 3. 4 of his last 5 games, he was 6 innings or better. Interesting game for me though. I still, I'm watching this Kansas City team closely. I'm watching this Kansas City team very closely. Take a look at those lefties. He's throwing sinker 33% of the time. Change up, fastball, nothing spectacular. I'm not even gonna single out a pitch there. Look at the full thing there. Pasquantino, 18 extra base hits, 8 bombs, 10% K rate. Hmm. Isbell, Grichuk, Frazier, yes. Hmm. Not striking out, man. That's I love that. When you're not striking out, I really like that. Isbell lately, you could look at him for a hit or something like that. 7 for 23. I mean 7 for 16. His last 2 weeks versus pitch mix here. Last 7 days, as of late, Isbell, Vinny, they've been looking okay. 3 extra base hits for the both. Isbell hadn't struck out. Vinny struck out very, very, little. Um, Isbell is somebody, depending on where he's hitting that in the lineup, that could, help with a wraparound because he's sometimes in that 8, 9 hole slot. So that's somebody you could look at there. Yeah, and Vinny Pasquantino hits, etc., something like that. 3.5 team total, but Brant Bayo's only given up more than 3 runs. What? How many times this season? Once. He hasn't faced Kansas City this season. Uh, Kansas City, man, he's only given up more than 3 runs once this season. So interesting spot here, but um, Minnesota, Dodgers, Cubs, Tampa Bay, Colorado, Cincinnati, Toronto gave them 3. Um, oh, twice. No, once. 3 Tampa Bay ran. Uh, Atlanta gave him 7. He's been solid. He's been solid. Hadn't faced Kansas City yet. Uh, hmm. Flip over here to the righties. Where he's throwing Sinker 50% of the time. Now we gotta hold it right there. We gotta look at that one. So he likes to throw that sinker to lefties too. Only 34% of the time, but it is what it is. So that's another thing. See, this is where I really like here, man. So I mean, you got Gritchick. He's 5 for 11 on that sinker. 2 hits. I mean, two bombs. 27% barrel, 0 K rate. So he's throwing that fastball, that sinker, 50% of the time. You got Gritchick in the waiting, right? He's in the projected lineup. We gotta see. I'm gonna see. So right now you're gonna have Gritchick right there, Isbell ninth. If this lineup was, just we simulating things here. Okay, that's just for right now. That's just that sinker. We could look at what else we got here. So Michael Garcia, 20 for 55. That's a hefty number for one pitch. Is that more than one? So these guys have seen the sinker a lot. You couple that with these guys ain't striking out. Okay, nice striking out. Bobby Witt Jr. slugging is up. Salvi got 4 bombs on that. Now Brian Bayo only has an 18% K rate, right? This reminds me of like a Toronto team, and Toronto is, they don't strike out much. Okay, they don't strike out much. So you know what I'm trying to get, where I'm getting to with this shit, right? So Michael Garcia, Salvi, Bobby Witt, Randall Gritchick. Now we know Randall Gritchick gonna look good, only small sample size, shit like that. But I'm gonna bring it on in, right? Last month. So that's where, things get muggy, right? So the last month, you see, what I'm saying, no striking out for, most of these guys. Now, Bobby Witt is 0 of 7 last month. So what have you done for me lately, right? Michael Garcia, 2 foot. So they have been showing signs of them being hot, but last month, this is just one pitch as well, right? So, it is what it is. Last 2 weeks, I mean, it's no need for me to go any further. So lately, they haven't been hitting this, right? They haven't been hitting it. I can throw the rest of the pitches up there right now, but keep in mind, Bayo has to be good with that sinker. He's got to be good with it as much as he's been throwing it and how good he's been. So he's got to be good with that sinker. Over the course of the season, they got good numbers here, but like I said, as of late, some of their numbers are probably screwed, right? So as of late, so Salvador Perez, 4 for 7. He's been, on one as of late. You could look at him for a hit. If you really want to get up to a bomb, then that's only one swing of the bat. Couldn't talk you off of it. Yeah, but numbers not so sexy as of late. But all the way up into the last month, that sinker, the boys look pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me go back to the last 4 weeks there, and then put that sinker back up there. See, a lot of batters like that sinker anyway. Get that sinker back up there, and okay, that's the last month. They ain't been looking too good there. What about the last 6 weeks? Okay, last 6 weeks. I'll say all the way up until the last month. They ain't been looking all that, right? But what if today is that day, right? They might get back up on that sinker. Who knows? I want to run it back to the lefties one more time and single out that sinker just to take a look there, and what those lefties do versus that sinker alone. Okay, Vinny, slugging, ISO is up. They're not striking out that much off that sinker either, right? So sinker alone. Okay, I just want to see something. Fishy, very fishy game. Hard for me to put a grasp on things here. Very fishy, right? Very fishy. Very fishy. Let me see what we got here. India, Witt, Pasquantino, Garcia, Perez. Perez been warm as hell as of late, so Gritcher shown the ability to hit that sinker pretty good. A few other these bats did too. We got over under 9.5. What is that total? What do we got on that total? The game last 9.5. What's it favorited to? It's favorited to the under, right? It's favorited to the under. So you never know, right? We'll see. We'll see. Fuck, man, that game was crazy, man. Cleveland, New York Mets, Sean Manaea, Slade Ciccone. Um, to lefty, Slade Cicone's giving up 7 bombs, barrels, all that, right? We'll get the Mets up there. And yeah, to righties, he's giving up 6 bombs, okay? Uh, I think Slade's been okay, though. Let's see. So, like, you can look and tell right now. As of right now, the strikeouts ain't been there. I mean, 3-2, 2-9, 5-5-3, whatever. But his last 5 games, he's won 6 innings or better. That's pretty cool there. But he went 7 versus Colorado, 6 versus Baltimore, 8 versus Athletics, 7 versus Houston, 6 versus Detroit. Interesting. He's given up more than 3 runs twice this season. I don't know. I still think he could. We'll see. We'll see what's getting ready to happen right now. Uh, Spreading the love on the home run, 6 to lefties. I mean, 7 to lefties, 6 to righties. They will be on the road. Wait a minute. Yeah, on the road. We'll see what's going to happen right now. Look at these righties here. Slade Ciccone is throwing the fastball 42% of the time. Uh, to the lefties, we'll look at the lefties first. 42% of the time. Uh, Last month, Lindor, 3 bombs the last month, 6 extra base hits, green as hell versus that fastball. Nemo batting 400, 6 for 15 last month, 32% K rate. Soto, 1 bomb. McNeil, they've been seeing their fair share of lefties as of late too. Lindor, look at the strikeouts, damn, on that fastball. Cedric Mullins, Lindor, Mauricio, Mullins, Soto got a bomb within the last 2 weeks off that fastball. Look at them strikeouts. Mm, Full pitch mix. Soto got a 15% barrel and a 13% K rate on the full pitch mix. Jeff McNeil, 8% K rate there. How about home? Full pitch mix at home. Hmm. Pretty much the same old song there. All right. Last month. Lindor, huh? Lindor, Nemo striking the fuck out. Lindor, though. Last month. Boy, they've been striking out, man. Mm. Last 2 weeks got a 40% K rate. Lindor, Mullins, and Nemo. Who the fuck have they faced? Thanos? Let me see. What the hell? Mm. Damn. Don't even fucking matter, man. Let me see. Hmm. Tiff your Mets, what's up? Now they've been hitting. They can hit some righties. Let me see. 22% K rate, and like I said, the strikeouts. He ain't been striking out a lot of people. We'll see what's gonna happen, man. I mean, Lindor. I have interest in Lindor. But he'll be part of that. The first four guys, the usual suspect type shit. Let's look at the righties, and he's throwing slider 36%, followed by that fastball. Hmm. Take a look at that slider real quick. Vientos. They like Vientos for a hit today. They, uh, they got some high K rates on that shit. They like Vientos for a hit. Jackson. So Vientos. Hmm. All right. What was it? Slide over to that fastball real quick. Nah, not my Mets. And my cousin is a Mets and a Yankees fan. I'm a Knicks and a Bills fan. Knicks. Oh yeah, Bills. I know you're a Knicks fan. Bills fan, huh? I didn't know that. Didn't know that unless I forgot that. Um, Viento's got four bombs on there. Home switch on that fastball. Viento's at home. Three of those four bombs on that fastball coming home for Viento's. All right, let's bring it in. Month. Peter Alonso on that fastball, 1 for 10 in the last month, which was a bomb. Okay. Full pitch mix here. Full pitch mix last month. I looked at it individually already, so Viento's 10 for 26 in the last month. Alvarez, okay, yeah. 2 weeks. Viento's 5 for 11. Alvarez, Viento's, 9% K rate. Last 7 days. Hmm. Last 7 days, 4 for 7. Vienno's 4 for 7, two extra base hits, a bomb, 14% K rate. Vienno's. No wonder that Jackson AI likes Vienno's. Slade Sacconi's giving up 6 bombs. On the road to righties, he is only giving up 1 bomb. So a hit, something like that. He's only giving up 1 bomb to righties on the road. He's been pretty good his last 4 or 5 games, though, straight up. I'll just join the Bills team. Okay, all right, bet. I'm gonna stick with my Bears, man. Straight up, I'm gonna stick with my Bears. uh, hmm, Shamanea. Oh, that's fire. Then that's decent. At least for it's for the summer. Yeah, for sure. Cause man, get you some hot dogs or whatever. Man, chill out a little bit. So Manea, she's been okay, man. 2 home runs. Haven't given up more than one earned run there. He's pitching pretty good right now, right? Not gonna look at none of his splits. Not gonna take too much into it. He's just been pitching good. I ain't gonna lie. So he's throwing. Fastball sweeper. Fastball 63% of the time. Of course, Ramirez, 282, three extra base hits. He don't have any bombs on that fastball. Not striking out much either. Angel Martinez, not striking out much. Um, Jonathan Rodriguez, who is that? 4 for 6 with a bomb in the last month. 3 extra base hits. Every time he see one of them motherfuckers, he hitting for an extra base hit the last month. Rocio, they've been hitting a little bit. And Angel Martinez, 4 extra base hits. In the last month, every hit this motherfucker Angel Martinez had was extra base hit on a fastball. Uh, Take a look at it. What extra base hits like what? Mm, double, double, double. That must have been a stretch where he had hit a bunch of doubles there. Hmm. Angel Martinez. Jay Ramirez. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I want to bet any of those guys. Left hand hitters. Left hand hitters just look all bad, right? Whew. I'm not even gonna look and see what he's throwing. It ain't even worth it. Look at all this shit. This is lefty pitching though. 3 weeks. Offers. Let me see something. Lefties. Last 30 days here. Cleveland, what y'all been doing? As a whole here. Bottom third and striking out. Okay. That's 2 weeks. Mm-mm. What's the total here? 8. Not my favorite game for bats. I mean, you could look at it somebody for some hits or something like that. Not my favorite game for bats. Or it does look like the Mets. The Mets bats look better right now. They are minus 199 favorites. We only got a total of 8 there. What do we have here for pitching, strikeouts, and pitching outs? What do we have here? Pitcher props. We have pitching outs. We have 16 and a half for Manea, minus 130. 15 and a half for Saccone, minus 130. Strikeouts, rate, plus 105 for 6 for Manea, plus 110 for 5 for Saccone. Um, Pitches, Manea has been throwing about, let's see, 86. So he's went from 65 to 69 to 82 to 86. Could get in the 90s today. Who knows? Or maybe stay around the upper 80s. Who knows? Back-to-back games with 5 innings pitched. And his line is sitting at 16 and a half. He ain't went nowhere near that. already. So we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. I can't bet that right now. I probably could, but I can't. 16 and a half. He ain't even sniffed it unless if reports came out that hey, he's gonna pitch some more innings, but we'll see. 16 and a half though. At minus 130 outs. Interesting. Uh Usual suspects in play for a hit, something like that. I just, over under 8. Two pitchers that have been pitching pretty good as of late. I don't want to get disappointed here in the bats, right? Save my cuss words for a better spot. But I do think one of those Mets gonna go yard. I mean, I do. Lindor is one of those guys that Lindor is one of those guys I was thinking about, and Vien knows they like him for a hit. AI. Next game here would be boy, what time is it? Mm, it does, boy, oh boy, oh boy, because I didn't look at anything. Let me see. Milwaukee and Eric Fetty, man. Um, okay, Eric Fetty, the Cubs, Soroka. Hmm, debut for the Cubs. We're gonna have to look at him strikeouts or something like that. Max Fried, Corbin, a lot of 7.5s here. Toronto game, I'm gonna like that game. Padres got JP Sears. They was making some moves. Sonny Gray, that's over under 8. Nerfy spot. Hard to bet on Nerfies with the Dodgers when you got Otani out there, but man, two discounts just hit the MLB board. Reduced strikeouts from Lodolo and Glass now. I'll take a look at. Uh, well, we got to look at these Milwaukee's versus Eric Fetty. Yeah, we got to look at Milwaukee versus Eric Fetty for sure. I'm just look at his splits. Yeah, 11 bombs to lefties. We'll take a look at the righties. Fetty's throwing. Sinker. Sweeper cutter. despite everything right here, they're not striking out on that sinker. So that's one thing. You see that as a whole right there. As of late, they've been hot. Milwaukee. They didn't snatch the motherfucking division out from my cold eyes Cubs. Contreras 5 for 13. Contreras been green. I guess Contreras been green the whole time. Last month versus that pitch, he's 5 for 13. Same thing with Jackson Churio. Throw all the pitches up there. Hmm. I'll look at the last month because that's when they've been cooking. Churio's still hurt, ain't he? He batting 429 on this pitch mix. Contreras batting last month he's batting 333. Durbin has been balling. Contreras 7 for 19 in the last 2 weeks. Um, Contreras 9 for 16, 2 bombs. Damn, damn, he loves it there. He batting 560, man. Shit. William Contreras, huh? Hmm. Mm-mm. Well, he's 3 of 6, 33 barrel rate in the last week. One extra base hit. Let me look at this pitch mix for him. Let me see pitches. Yeah, he likes that sinker. Hmm. Two of his three pitches he liked really good. Okay. Hmm. Contreras, huh? What's up with these lefties? Bryce Terrain, Yelich, Frelick. He's throwing the cutter 34% of the time. That man, they might like that cutter. Let me see. Yeah, Bryce Terrain likes that cutter. He's batting 600 versus that cutter. Wow. What the hell? What the hell? Bryce Terrain. We're gonna see where he's hitting in the lineup. Bryce Terrain's he's throwing that cutter. How much? 34% of the time, followed by the sinker. Yelich likes that cutter. They not striking out. They about to go upside this boy's head, man. Straight up. Bowers. Oh my God. What they look like as of late. Bryce Terrain just been hitting that cutter. Yelich. Yeah. They about to go upside his head today. All right. What's that other pitch? I think it was a slider. Sinker. Yeah, they look good, man. Not striking out on that sinker either. Let me just put their pitches together, man, and see what they do. Terang, Bowers, Yelich. Last month, Terang 400, 11% K rate. South Frelick 3 for 7 in the last month. Last month. Bryce Terang, man. Bryce Terang likes his pitch mix. I can get a quick detailed look. Over the season here. Key in on exactly what he likes. Boy, does he like that cutter, man. Mm. All right. I'm definitely liking Bryce Terang. Outside of the usual suspects, I'm definitely liking Bryce Terang to do something. He had 2 hits last game, 3 hits the game before. He could be getting ready to cook up. He's cooking. Could be a multi-hit game for him, right? Multi-hit game. Could be a multi-hit game for him. You're looking at hits. Uh, somebody like Terang, you can get 2 hits at plus 175. And he's at the top, right? He's the favorite. No, yeah, wait, for 2 hits. Let me see. Terang is the favorite to get 2 hits today from this game. So that tells you something. Yeah, he's the favorite to get 2 hits at plus one. Next would be Andrew Vaughn. If he's in the lineup, then Contreras. Then after those three, everybody else for 2 hits or better is 200 plus 200 or better. So Terang is somebody who's the favorite. He's the favorite for 2 hits on DraftKings. Um, what time we got here, man? 30 more minutes, man. Let's see what I can do in 30 more minutes. Get ready to go to work. Actually, I'm probably gonna cut this grass, then go to work. Yeah, Vaughn has been on one. Yes, 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 yes. That day I didn't take him for that bomb. I'm salty. Oh, you know what though? Quinn Priester has been pretty good. The Milwaukee, I mean, the Atlanta bats, man. I do a quick drive back. I think they got a couple people out. Mm, I'm gonna roll Milwaukee in this game, but I'm terrible with betting on them. So money lines and shit. So I ain't even gonna fuck y'all money up. I might not bet it. Priester is throwing what? The sinker. I'm just throw all the pictures up there, man, and just roll it on out and see what I see. Michael Harris. Michael Harris, 8 for 18 in the last 2 weeks, 2 extra base hits and a bomb. Definitely a hit candidate or something like that. Michael Harris. Last week, 2 for 7 for Michael Harris. I mean, whatever. Profile, 4 for 13. Last 7 days. That's a hefty amount of bats versus a pitch mix in the last 7 days. So he's got 1 extra base hit there. Profile, wouldn't look at any one of these guys for nothing but a hit if I do. Go to the righties. Quinn Priester's giving up 9 bombs to righties. Anything glaring at me? Sinker 50% of the time, then the slider at 40%. Fuck, man. Gotta take a look at it, man. Sinker. A lot of batters like that sinker. See, it lights up green. A lot of batters like that sinker, right? Mm. Projected lineup got who in it? Profile Olsen. Mm-mm. Albies, Harris, Murphy. Murphy? Mm. White. Eli White 3 for 7 with a bomb in the last week on that sinker. Let me drop the rest of the pitches in right there. It's only two. I'm gonna start from the last month. Eli White went from 4 for that to 5 to something. So like, mm-mm. Hmm. I don't see myself betting on neither one of them motherfuckers. Um, I'm gonna skip to anybody got a certain spot y'all want me to check? Cause I'm about to skip some shit. Maybe I probably am, but I'm gonna go to since we got a Coors game. I don't really like to look at a lot of Coors games because we know it's going down in there. But how today's looking, this is where you probably need to be exerting some of that money at in this Colorado game, right? Just you know what I'm saying. I'm not. I don't know. Ever since after the All Star break, a lot of stuff ain't been popping for me. A lot of stuff ain't been popping for me, and that's just because you've been doing this shit every single day, right? You've been seeing the ups and downs and how these motherfuckers been selling and shit like that. But we're gonna spice it up a little bit. We're gonna look at the Colorado game, right? So we got Tanner Gordon here. They like Jackson likes Boba for a bomb. You can see 20 bombs today, straight up. Um, Yankees give a bomb there, 4 runs, 6 runs at Cleveland. You think Vlad gets a bomb, Tiff? That's what's up. Anybody can get one here, though. Straight up, you already know that. We're going straight to Toronto. We running to Toronto. He's giving up one bomb to righties. He's giving up 2 bombs to lefties. Go back to the righties where he's pitching his worst. Probably gonna get his ass lit the fuck up here. He's throwing. Tiff says somebody smacking two. We about to find out. Slider, 47% of the time. All this shit is red. Slider, fastball. That's what he's throwing. 2 pitches, not making it. I mean, just making it obvious. Slider, fastball. Definitely take a look at that slider. See who likes that slider. Bo Bichette batting 300 on the slider with 2 bombs and 9 extra base hits. Uh, remember, Bet 365. Bet 365 lets you. Bet 365 lets you. They let you go up to 9 HRRs, right? So you can. They let you go up to like 9 hits, runs, and RBI. So if I just say for example, right? So show you how the numbers are getting ready to be inflated, right? So Just say the first game, Miami Marlins, and we like, let's say we like Stowers. So you can get 8 hits, runs, and RBIs for Stowers at plus 2,200, right? Uh, you can get 6 at plus 800, 5 at plus 450, so on and so forth. You got guys that you can get plus 4,000. I think that's the highest I've seen. So you down here, you got somebody you can get plus 8,000, right? For 8 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, you come down here to that. Of course, that game's going to be inflated, right? The numbers are not going to look, you're not going to get those best numbers there, right? So here in this Toronto game, I do see it like earning commit at plus 3,000, but that looks like the most you're gonna get. Farmer plus 6,000, whatever case may be. But guys that can go ballistic, that can get 2 and 3 hits, can get up there and get you 5 and 6 HRRs. You know what I'm saying? Somebody hit 2 bombs, one home run is 3 hits, runs, and RBIs, right? If you catch somebody on base, you know, or you hit a few of them, 2 home runs is a total of 6 hits, runs, and RBIs. But you got games like this where traffic is on the bases. You know what I'm saying? However you look at it. So, this team don't strike out much. So traffic can definitely be on the bases. Now, DraftKings let you go up to 5, I believe. Let's see. Batter props, hits, runs, and RBIs. 5, right? So just much like last time, Starwood you can get plus 500 for 5 hits, runs, and RBIs, right? Especially in games you expect to be a lot of traffic on the bases, right? So looking at here, you're gonna get plus 200 for the 5 hits, runs, and RBIs, shit like that. So a lot of traffic can be on the bases. When you're looking at so Boba Shed, 2 hits. Okay. Okay, what about somebody like Vladdy? Vladdy's been hitless his last 2 games. Interesting. He's got a walk in both of those games, though. Vladdy been walking and missing that money. All right. So, right. So, what do we got here? What was it again? He was throwing that slider. Did I look at that slider already, or no? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. That's where I am. Yeah, did I look at that slider already? It slipped my mind. Yeah, Boba Shed. Boba Shed. I'm about to get to it. About to get to it in a second. Barger, we about to get to Barger in a second. Boba Shed. Right here is where I'm gonna throw the full pictures in there. Last month, Vladdy 9 for 22, 2 extra base hits. None of the righties, some except for a couple ancillary guys down here, have a bomb. Clement 6 for 17. Vladdy batting 400 last 2 weeks, 6 for 14. Clement 4 for 8. Slide over to the lefties. Tanner Gordon's throwing a slider to the left or fastball. I ain't even gonna single that shit out. I'm just gonna let it roll. Lately, Barger's got 7 bombs, 14 extra base hits. Lately, last month he has. He's been balling, right? He came right out yesterday, keeping it going, right? So Loper Fido, y'all know what I'm been trying to say. He's still been balling, right? Will Wagner, um, yeah. So Joey, right here, Loper Fido, whatever, he's been cooking. Addison Barger, last 7 days, he's got four hits, 2 extra base hits, and 1 bomb. And yeah, Loper Fido, whatever the case may be. So don't forget this is Coors Field, right? This is Coors Field. A lot of guys can pop off, right? So flip on over to Colorado here. Eric Lauer. Eric Lauer, let me see something. Lefties. Every time I go check some K rates, it's always versus lefties. Joey, yeah, he gonna be a hot commodity. Colorado, last 30 days. Wow, never seen nothing like this before. Probably, I don't know. But they way down there. Last 30 days, 129 plate appearances. They bottom third and striking out. That is interesting as hell. Last 2 weeks, Colorado, around the middle of the pack, only 100 plate appearances. Dang, that's crazy work right there. Um, mm, Eric Lauer, huh? Yeah, bottom third. That's crazy. They've been winning some games though. It's got 25% K rate. Um, hasn't faced Colorado. 4.6776. What's his strikeouts? You see this Casey Mize outs over here? It was at plus 135. It's at plus 110 right now. And look how much change you lost on it if you didn't bet it at plus 135 and lost 20 cents already. 4.5 strikeouts at plus money. What? Mm. 4.5 strikeouts at plus money. Fuck. Wait a minute, man. He's hit that shit in one, two, three, 4 of his last 5 games. Detroit, San Francisco, the White Sox, Angels. Mm. And they give you plus money. What's his pitching out? I ain't gonna. I'll be. Think that's a steal right there? Because the book show giving them love. They show giving them Colorado love, straight up. Um, he's got a he's got a he's got a 19% K rate to lefties, and he has a 28% K rate to righties. On the road versus righties, he's given up 5 bombs. Of 5 of his 7 bombs come on the road versus righties, and then on the road versus lefties, he's got a 20% K rate. He's giving up 1 bomb. Interesting. Let's look at these righties. Fastball 39% of the time. I ain't even gonna single it out. I'm gonna just let it roll. I'm gonna look at the last month. So depending on who's in his lineup, man, I got to take a stab at that shit, man. That 4.5. I mean, it'd be a straight bet. I don't care if he don't get there now. I'm still gonna sprinkle something on it. Yeah, man. I don't care if he do get there, don't get there. I'm still gonna sprinkle something on it. Cause looking at the numbers here, I mean, you know what? Let me see something. Hold up, hold up. Splits. Last 14 days, they have only seen. Last 30 days, they have seen 129 plate appearances. Right. That's probably the least in the league. Let's see. If I filter plate appearances, right, they number one. They seen the least amount of lefties in the last month. That's one thing right there, right? So, but if I filter it at home, last 30 days, no, left hand pitching at home. Hmm. Only 30 days, 46 plate appearances, 15% K rate with a whopping 202 WRC plus. That's high as hell, but that's only 46 plate appearances at home. How about at home versus lefties full season? Because you got to look at that shit at home and shit like that. Now, full season at home, a 74 WRC plus with a 24% K rate. Eric Lauer, K percentages. We've laddered Lauer before. How many pitches is Lauer throwing? 5 innings pitched, one versus Baltimore, 77 pitches. His pitches all over the place. 77 here, 97, 81, 68, 94, 85, 86, 74, 72. Which I want him to do. I can only probably look at his strikeouts. Hopefully he can go in there and get some of them strikeouts because I'm probably going to end up playing it. Yep, sprinkle won't hurt. Uh, I'm gonna look at the righties, the lefties now. Mickey Moniak, 3 extra base hits and a bomb, 9 for 29. So he'll probably see I don't know who he gonna see. How many bats, lefties or righties he gonna see? But it is what it is. Um, yeah, he definitely hit a. No, did he? I don't know. He hit a bomb yesterday. I didn't know that. Didn't know that. Well, I'm coming up on the 3 hour mark now. Um, I'll be looking at the Toronto side of things there for sure. Coming up on the 3 hour mark now. I'm trying to do. You thinking of back? Yeah. So did I just look at the righties right? Um, I mean, like I said, anybody can get busy here. Let me see. I could have sworn I looked at the righties, or I might have did a drive by. Yeah. Um, I'll filter it at home, right? Because they get a little bit busy at home. So projected lineup here. Let me see. Projected lineup: Freeman. Projected the whole team projected to be righties. Not even a lefty in sight. That's projected. That's projected. This Burnable kid been hitting. Now, Doyle, Tovar, Burnable kid been Tovar. Goodman, Beck, Burnable. Yeah, he sold. He definitely sold because Jackson liked him too. He definitely sold. I'm gonna keep it on the home filter there. I'm gonna go last month. Mm. Doyle and Beck. That's last 8 weeks. Doyle, Beck, Tovar. That's 8 weeks at home. 6 weeks at home. 4 month at home. Take the home switch off. Last 2 weeks. Last month. Jordan say any games y'all like for no runs first inning. Add the 2 hits in the first inning to get good odds. Parlay 2 games like that and get great odds. That's what's up. He did send me some on X um, pertaining to that. I have to look into that. And right, FanDuel, I think off FanDuel off of that, it's been like one of my least played bet on books as of late. Let me take a look. Yeah, this was a slick ass lineup. I mean, ticket here. Let me show y'all this ticket here. That was a slick ass ticket he had. Where the fuck it go? I gotta refresh this. There you go, right there. He had y'all can see that? He had let me take this comment down. He had three hits recorded. Okay. 3 hits recorded in the Pittsburgh Colorado game. Athletics. Okay, he had 3 hits there. That's a hell of a parlay to hit there, sir. 3 hits recorded in the first inning on here. Milwaukee Nationals. Um, you could take your research and a whole bunch of different routes, man. They, whatever you researching, you could twist it upside down all the way around, bro. Straight up, man. You know, damn. I can't even bet that shit, bro. I can, you know. If you just don't know, something's gonna happen, but you don't know where it's gonna happen and how it's gonna happen, then boom, there you go. At New York, Tiffany 8, so you can bet. Those some good odds, definitely is. That's why the Discord. I'm gonna open up the Discord so people can get in there, and there'll be a community, so I can build a community, and then boom, we there, right? We all in the joint. So when I get done with this, I'll drop a link or whatever the case may be. I just got to find out how to share the link because it is what it is, right? Uh, yeah. All right. Back to where we were. But yeah, man. Um, Said D, you should send everything the link to their DM so they can join. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I will. Uh, and DM me the ones who, you know what I'm saying, ain't there. DM me and I'll shoot y'all. Shoot it. And I'll say it a couple times on my few streams so I can get it to popping before MLB. But I don't know who to go to. Yeah. For I don't know who to go here. Straight up. I target pitchers with a 4 ERA against good hitting lineups. That's a great tip right there. I don't know who to go to for Colorado. Truth be told, I don't. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. hmm I hit the home switch right here. This is the full season. Hit the home switch right here, and this is how they looked versus pitch mix versus the full season at home. Right. So Doyle, Taglia, Tovar, those guys been looking okay at home full season, right? At home. These are numbers at home. At home. I still don't know if I'm gonna get to them. I'm a little bit more interested in the strikeouts. We're gonna see, right? Damn. Yeah, Jordan, I can learn from you. I'm still learning MLB. But Deacon and Tess, I've been smacking FDFS every day. Yes, you've been hitting. Yeah. I get a time to talk. Just talk about some shit like some, I ain't gonna say Q&As, but especially for DFS. DFS it's like a few things that like Tiff I do need to let you know, but you doing what you're doing, right? uh Maybe just let you keep doing what you're doing because you're doing your thing. But let me see. uh Last thing here, let me see. So New York Yankees game, 7.5 over under. Probably gonna have to take a rain check on the rest of these games. I ain't even gonna lie. So from the Cubs game on out, right? Cubs, the Yankees, the Rays, the Padres, and the St. Louis game. I'm gonna have to take a rain check on it. I'm gonna have to take a rain check on it, man. I'm gonna have to take a rain check on it right now because I got to get busy doing something else, and I'll be able to look at these games a little bit later. I could do a drive by on one more game if you guys would like. The total is steady moving in that Toronto game. Uh, I'll probably just leave. I'll just probably just shut it down right here. Right. You know what though? Let's take a look at this San Diego Padres game. Let's take a look at this Brandon Fott, and then I'm out of here. I just know San Diego is about to go on a run. I can feel it. I hammered them the game before last, and they shit on me, bro. Straight up. Brandon Fott. He pitched 8 innings at San Diego a couple games ago. Mm, Brandon Fott, huh? Versus righties, 8 bombs. Versus lefties, 12 bombs. Versus lefties on the at home. So he's pitching better at home. 2 of his 12 bombs versus lefties come at home. Mm. 1 of his 8 home runs come at home versus righties. So all that damage, all that shit, he's getting hit on the road. Damn. Mm. Mm. Okay. Well, what's he throwing? Sinker, sweeper, cutter. Mm. Laureano, 3 bombs. I think Laureano hit a bomb yesterday. Machado, 3 bombs in the last month. None of these guys striking out. Mm. It's been the same thing last 2, 3 games, man. They've been green as fuck. Machado, last 2 weeks. Bogar's 10 for 30. Machado 11 for 25. Tatis 8 for 23. Laureano, and then all green here. No striking out. Last 7 days. Tatis 2 for 11. The rest of the usual suspects green. Still. Mm. What is he throwing? Fastball, changeup, sinker. Reyes, O'Hearn. Same old shit, man. Reyes, O'Hearn. They green. Four and a half team total for both teams. San Diego Padres team total favored to the over. And minus 120. JP Sears. What's his K's? Four and a half at plus money. And his pitching outs is what? 15 and a half at plus money. Plus 100. JP Sears can give up some bombs. 19 to righties, 4 to lefties. Marte might crack his ass today. Lourdes looked okay yesterday. He ain't do shit. Marte 1 for 3 versus him with 2 strikeouts. Lourdes does have a bomb off him though. So he's getting up a decent amount of bombs to him to righties. 19 on the road. 8 of those 19 come on the road for him. Sears is throwing. The fastball, he's got 7 bombs. Don't look at that. Marte's been hitting lefties, righties a little better, but still, it still can take him yard. Lately, they've been put all the pitches up in there. Look, Perdomo and Uriel they're not striking out. Last month, Marte, ISO, it's got a home run within the last month. Uriel 4 for. Uriel might do something today, bro. Righty's in position because he gives up a lot of power to righties. Mm. Mm. I'll tell him to charge it up. Check these lefties one time. Yeah, it is probably. No, it's time for me to goddamn it. Yeah, I probably cut that. Yeah, I'll probably cut it today for sure, or in the morning. But it's time for me to go for sure. I'm just this the last one right here. Carol's. Hmm. Hard for me to grasp on these Arizona guys here. Alec Thomas last month 5 for 11, 11 no bombs. Mm. Thomas last 2 weeks he's 3 for 3, but nothing too much, nothing too right. If we get Marte in the lineup, I'm gonna have some interest in him. Lourdes Uriel could be a day late guy because I liked him yesterday. Marte. This is gonna be Marte for me. Marte and maybe Uriel straight up. Marte though, sure. Time for me to go for sure. I'm gonna like Marte because I know what he can do. I know how good he is first in baseball, and you could see the power right he can give up to lefties. I mean to righties. He has given up 19 home runs to righties, so it is what it is with that situation. 8 of those 19 home runs come on the road, so Lourdes Gurriel could be a day late candidate here. What am I looking for, right? So let me tell you guys what I'm seeing and what I'm going to look for in a little later on, right? So the Minnesota and Detroit and game here. Um, you know, uh, let me refresh this real quick. Okay, so I didn't look at the Detroit bats or whatever the case may be because the pitcher situation. Okay, you figured it out. I just dim me or something like that. We'll get it together in a minute because I'll copy it, then I'll paste and I'll put it on the channel. I'll put it everywhere, all my socials and shit. But what I'm looking at here on the Minnesota side for bats, I mean, Royce Lewis, he can go out there and get you a hit or two, right? If I'm looking for, I mean, until Royce Lewis, I mean, in Wallner, I'm looking at him for, if I'm looking at a bomb, it would be Wallner, right? San Francisco and Pittsburgh game here. Spencer Horwitz, he look at him for a hit or something like that. Him and Tommy Pham, they are hit candidates. Devers and Adames, those guys are hits all the way up to a bomb candidates there. Um, um, I'll probably take a rain check on the pitching here, even though this is a pitcher's park. So you could definitely look at somebody like, I don't know, right? I'm not even going to touch on that for pitching situations. Alcantara hasn't. I don't think he's given up a run in his last two games. So if you want to make a mental note of that. But Stowers, Hicks, Ramirez, Edwards couldn't talk off those guys for a hit. Bomb candidate definitely Stowers for a home run candidate there. Um, the Sanchez going back to Miami for whatever that's worth. So a lot of these righties make flashes here and there, right? I couldn't talk off hit parlays or something like that, but Houston is one of the teams I just don't bet on a lot of their bats as of late this season. Um, Schwarber, bomb candidate, hit candidate for somebody like Harper. Books expect these boys to put up runs here. Castellano has a couple bombs or two in the last week or two versus this pitch mix. 5.5 team total for Toronto. I mean for Philly. So it is what it is, right? Um, Lazardo. When when Baltimore struggled, they did struggle versus lefties throughout the season. So if you can see some success, you can if you think Lizardo can have some success, you can add that to that, right? I'm a little undecided on what I want to do for him. Um, if I'm looking for a hit or something like that, it's going to be Gunner and O'Neill. And I would look at if I'm looking for a bomb, O'Neill would probably be one of my favorite candidates. Historically, he's hit lefties well, going back to last year. So I don't think he forgot how to hit lefties. We got an over under 9.5 in this game here, this Kansas City Boston game, and it's favored to the under. Roman Anthony's is on a hit streak. I would look at Roman Anthony for probably hits, runs, and RBIs behind Ref Snyder, and Bregman. Ref Snyder has been a lefty killer. He's always in play for lefties. Then you got other guys that I just can't I can't pinpoint who I really, really like here, but there's going to be some hits in this game on the Boston side. Bayo has been pretty good. I think he's given up more than 3 runs, maybe once. Um, as of late, the last month versus this specific pitch mix, uh, Kansas City hasn't been looking too good. Up until the last month, especially that sinker, they've been looking good, which is Brian Bayo's predominant pitch. But up until the last month, the lefties and the righties have been hitting that sinker really, really good. But last month they cooled off on it. Perez, somebody you can look at for a hit. I mean, Isbell looked good for a hit. Grichuk as well, but we'll see what's gonna happen. We got over under 9.5 in this one. I don't know if I've seen it at 9.5 runs or not. With a low total here for this New York Mets game, I've probably seen, I don't know, right? Lindor looked like somebody I liked. Vientos, Jackson likes him for a hit. Vientos looked okay. 1 second. Vientos looked okay. Um, we know Alonso has bomb power along with Soto. Lindor just kind of like caught my eye, but we'll see what's going to happen. This game does have an underfield to it. Manea's been pitching pretty good in his first 4 games, so we'll see what's going to happen here, right? Um, I did have interest in Lindor. I really did, but I just don't know if I can pull the trigger there because they strikeouts in the last 2 or 3 weeks was weird. But Slade Ciccone, he's been pitching pretty good. Um, his outs could be in play, but I'm not going to go there. And he hasn't been striking out a lot of people as of late, so I'm totally undecided there. I don't bet a lot of games, but if I had to bet this game, it'd be Milwaukee moneyline parlays, run line straights. Um, Contreras got a monster history versus Eric Fetty. So he's definitely in play off of that. Bryce Terrain was one of my favorite bats there. And we know Frelick, Yelich, these guys are good at baseball. They can hit. And, it would be interesting to see where Bryce Terrain is going to be hitting at today. If those guys are doing their reports, because this boy, he was batting like 400 versus one of those pitches for like the whole damn season. I skipped the New York Rangers, Yankees, and Texas game, but you know, um, if Goldie's in the lineup, he's historically hit lefties. Stanton has hit lefties already, right? Um, Jackson likes Volpe and Stanton for a bomb here. Don't know how I feel about that. Bellinger has lefty splits. Okay, he's good versus lefties. He's got reverse splits, so that's something you need to take heed to. I did not look at the Texas bats. Don't know. I don't think Fried has been that good as of late. So if you want to go back and check that, be my guess. Cincinnati and Chicago. Chicago has been ailing versus lefties. This season. I did not look at. I want to look at this game for strikeouts. I want to look at Soroka. How Cincinnati looks versus Soroka's pitch mix and right hand pitching on the road in general. Before I make a decision on if I want to take Soroka's strikeouts or not. Lodolo, I need to check out his. I didn't look at this game, but what I would be looking at later on would be to see if I could at least get to Lodolo's pitching outs. If not, I'm out of that. I'm done with it. I expect runs to be put up in this Toronto game. Anybody can get. I can't single out that one bat, right? But versus the pitch mix, of course, Joey Loperfido, whatever, he's been looking good, man. He's been looking good. Jackson likes Boba for a bomb. Anybody can hit a bomb in his lineup. I ain't even gonna go there. Tampa Bay and Los Angeles Angels. I will be looking at the Angels. I'll be looking at Kikuchi strikeouts in some shape, form, or fashion later on, just to see if they're playable, or how Tampa Bay is going to stack up against. Because I'm probably going to want to target Kikuchi for strikeouts and or outs in some shape, form, or fashion. I just don't. I didn't look at it, so I don't know what form he's in or anything of that nature, right? And how Tampa Bay stacks up versus left-hand pitching in general. Now, I see Brandon. I don't know how long Brandon Lowe has been in the lineup, or is he back or whatever. But I see his name right there. But I did take a few days off, so I don't really know what's going on right there with his situation personally. Um, and the bats, I have to. It's just I have to take a rain check because I didn't look. Um, Fott has given up a lot of bombs on the road, but he ain't been giving up a lot of bombs at home. Um, my thought here, JP Sears giving up about 19 bombs to righties. That's got to put Marte in play. It's got to put Marte in play. Historically, Uriel has a bomb off him. Uriel was somebody I wanted to take for a home run yesterday, but I couldn't get there. And he didn't get there, right? Today might be the day. Remember, Sears can give up power to righties. He's given up 19 home runs to power to righties, 4 home runs to lefties. San Diego, I think San Diego is a bet on team right now going forward. I think they just a bet on team, bro. Straight up. That's what I feel. I feel like they're a bet on team. Y'all seen the moves they made. They got to put it together. They got to put it together. They got the pieces. So I really like Machado. I'm gonna like Machado every day for the most part, especially hits, runs, and RBIs when you're in front of Tatis and Reyes. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that situation. You got O'Hearn. I mean, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? So the Dodgers game, I normally don't target the Dodgers for St. Louis for strikeouts, but Glasnow's got that shit. Sonny Gray. Um, what I'm going to be looking at later on is to see if I feel like Sonny Gray can sit these Dodgers ass down. Okay, that's what I'm going to be looking at. I haven't looked at anything there, but I'm definitely going to be looking to see if Sonny Gray can. Uh, I'm definitely going to look to see if Sonny Gray can. If I feel like Sonny Gray can sit their ass down, and that's that. Don Player say, "Yo, can I ask you what team you like DFS wise today?" Everybody seems to be on the Padres today. Well, a lot of people are going to be on the Padres going forward. If they sell this shit, because what they've done, I mean, their lineup looks tight, bro. But from what I looked at, I skipped on a few teams. I mean, I don't know how you feel like it with a team like Toronto, with a game like this Toronto Colorado game. I don't see how you can get away from Colorado, depending on what site you betting on. You playing for DFS, you know the numbers gonna be inflated for Toronto, right? You know they numbers they salary gonna be high as hell for Toronto. But Toronto, I just feel like Toronto can run it up today. Um, hmm. Milwaukee, a Milwaukee stack of sorts. I couldn't talk you off of that. Um, I was gonna say Milwaukee. I was gonna say Miami could be sneaky. Um, Boston could be sneaky. I just don't know what bats to start to target. Um, and San Diego bats, I think you could target them too. Tiffany says she on Toronto with DFS. I have to learn how to play in large fields in like a 15. That's what I play in when I do. But like I say, I have gotten to where I don't play a lot of those big slates. I just don't like them. But I would play my lineup and one. I only play. I used to play a lot of lineups, but now I only play one lineup. I put it in one GPP and I put in the rest cash and be done with it, right? Because it's hard to hit them tournaments. It's very hard to hit those tournaments, and those tournaments they so top heavy. Is GPP lineups the way to go in large field tournaments? Yeah. I mean, you got to be a little bit different. You ain't got to be super different, but you got to be a little bit different to get there. Some of these pods I do it help with finding those those gems to throw in there. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Quick drive by on Jackson and I'm out of here. Right. So they like Schwarber for a bomb, Stanton, Volpe, Bichette. Tommy Pham for a hit, Stanton for a hit, Viennos for a hit, Freeman for a hit, Dodgers 1.5 run line, Bayo over 3.5 strikeouts, Sears over 4.5 strikeouts, Lodolo over 17.5 pitching outs, Slade Ciccone over 16.5 pitching outs, Tanner Gordon over 2.5 strikeouts. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace, man.